Question. Are Audi drivers knobheads? No. But knobheads like Audi, especially the A3. Fairly recently, there was a Facebook post of somebody going about some terrible, dangerous driving, and they didn't know what sort of car it was. And it was in one of these local groups, and I just chirped up with, probably an Audi. Knobheads seem to like them. And before long, somebody quite angrily saying that not all Audi drivers are knobheads. Well, I know that. I didn't say you was a knobhead. I said that knobheads tend to like Audis. There's quite a big difference. Why would anybody take offence to that? Paranoia? Too stupid to understand what had actually written? Or maybe they're in denial. How does this happen in the first place? Imagine the Audi dealership. Somebody walks in and says, "Right mate, do you have any cars for knobheads?" "Yes, of course, but what strain of knobhead are you?" "I know the usual, arrogant, cocky, aggressive little thug." "Great, and what's your driving style?" Reckless. I think I'm clever, but the branded tracksuit tells a different story." "Well, I must say you worded all that rather eloquently, sir." "Yeah, my mum told me what to say." These people don't even buy these cars though, so they're not even wrecking their own property when it ends up on its lid. Even with some sweeping generalisation though, not all Audi drivers are knobheads. What about the A5? That's fine. The A6, the A8, all driven fine. The Q cars, usually driven by sensible people that really aren't that interested in driving. The A1, often driven by younger people that have a job. The problem is the A3. New A3s, driven by drug dealers that don't even make the slightest effort to be conspicuous. Or the kind of people that buy their licence because they can already drive much better than their instructor could teach them. These people actually know that they're knobheads, but they think it's funny. They think that being a knobhead is something to be proud of. All their mates are knobheads too, but in these circles, the stupidest one is always considered the smartest. The most unfair thing about this is that when these tossers crash into other people's cars, they're always safe because Audi make a safe car. And that's how they're always able to run away from the scene of the accident, whilst the victim ends up injured, or even worse. Then there's the older A3s. Often these cars are driven quite sensibly, but they still appeal to the kind of idiots that look up to these people who crash an RS3. It's the same story, just the job seekers edition. If you like Audi, you're probably already embarrassed by some of these people and try to compensate their bad behaviour by driving extra careful and extra sensibly. But it must be a real kick in the balls paying that premium for all of their misadventures.